What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of F1 2016 Mobile Career Mode. And today we are here for the Japanese Grand Prix in season number 6. It has been a while. It has been a very long time since the last race at the Chinese Grand Prix. That was right back at the beginning of April. And what do you know, on Monday we're about to go into May. So huge apologies for the lengthy delay in uploads, I should say, between episodes in this career mode. I've had a very busy week actually, which has meant that I've really haven't been able to put out as many videos as I would have liked in the last 10 days or so, for circumstances outside of my control. Regardless, hopefully we can have a good race here today, because the AI are very strong at Suzuka.
Sunday afternoon here in Suzuka, Japan, at one of the most exciting circuits on this year's calendar. Welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix.
So here we are then, starting on pole for the Japanese Grand Prix. My teammate Lewis Hamilton starting alongside me in P2 on the grid. We've got Raikkonen and Vettel in a 3-5 for Ferrari, Ricciardo 4th for Red Bull, and his teammate Verstappen all the way down in 8th. Now, for today's setup, this is quite controversial compared to what you might expect. I've actually been running a very low downforce setup in practice, and it seemed to do the trick, as well as in qualifying. The lights are now out and we're underway, and already it's helped me get a good start, because the lower downforce setup aids with acceleration, or certainly it does on this game. And there you go, that means we've managed to keep Hamilton at bay comfortably. However, it's this part of the track, the S's, the iconic Suzuka S's, which unfortunately is the bit where I will probably expect to get eaten alive, although I'm managing to hold my own quite nicely through this first sector of the race, and in actual fact we're beginning to pull away from some of the drivers behind as well, which is nice. As we head in towards the middle sector, a little bit deep there under the bridge of this figure of 8 circuit, and again getting a little bit out of shape as we head up towards the hairpin, and gone a little bit deep there. Hamilton trying to have a look up the inside, we're making contact, I'm forced onto the grass here, and then in the end Hamilton has a big snap and he kind of almost takes me with him there. So that could have been an absolute disaster for our team on lap number 1, but by the time we get to the end of lap number 5, nothing else happened, except this is actually working. I've never seen this in this game. You guys know, I've got no pace at Suzuka, the AI are too good, but today that's changed. We've managed to pull nearly a 6-second lead on Hamilton, and I'm pulling into the pits now. I've still got the fastest lap of the race to my name. We're going for a one-stop race onto the hard compound tyres to get us to the end of this Grand Prix. 2.4 seconds in the box. Very nicely done from the pit crew there. But again, we're having the pit lane glitch. 37 seconds, which is obviously too slow. In real life, they're only about 27. So, unfortunately, that's going to cost me a bit of time. But we've come out in plenty of clean air and only in P4. So, it looks like we still might be on to get a very good race here today. Although, unfortunately, that glitch did, in fact, cost me the net race lead. Because that's Hamilton just in front of me heading through the S section. That's a huge snap of oversteer there. I just completely lost the car on the rear of the curb there, and just, oh my word, trying to push too hard because I was frustrated Hamilton had come out in front of me, and then I get loads of wheel spin from the rear tyres onto the curb, and I did very well, in fact, to not send that too far off the track and into the barriers. Nevertheless, onto lap 8. It's been a pretty boring race so far. Hamilton is kind of maintaining the gap. Even so, I'd have said at the start of the weekend I'd have taken P2 at Suzuka. What's going on here? There's a massive queue of cars! Oh my word, there's a huge glitch! All of the AI cars have just completely crashed into each other, blocking the pit lane entry, and I've just managed to sail past all of them, and we're back into the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. I cannot believe what has just happened. That glitch has saved my race. possibly saved my championship, because Hamilton would have he'd have been about 15 points clear. He was on target to win. I've nearly made the exact same mistake again there on that curb. I can afford to calm down now, because look at the mini-map. All of the AI cars are just stuck. They can't move. So this is absolutely unbelievable. This is effectively handing me a slam dunk free victory at the Japanese Grand Prix, something I never would have expected, as I've said already in this video. Look at them all. They're all just stuck, not moving. Even though some of them have actually got space to get out of the crash, they're all just motionless. That is so bizarre, and I got a little bit intrigued at the end of lap 11. I thought, right, let's have a bit of fun here. If I run into the back of Perez very slowly and see if he moves, will it just start them all up again? Because I can't lie, it was a bit boring to just do loads of laps by myself. But no, look at them. Even if I touch Verstappen, nothing happens. Like, Verstappen just gets barged into Kvyat, and here we go. Let's just rub a bit of salt into the wound for my teammate, who apparently is currently in 4th, although I've no idea how that's been worked out, given this just huge, absolute hullabaloo over here. But nevertheless, there you go. We'll go and wave to Hamilton because of the fact that he's now losing his championship lead. If I try and tap somebody else down here, like Jenson Button, has he got space to get out? Hey! We have movement. I've ghosted through Vettel and Button, and one of the Williams cars has finally sprung back into action. So we've got 2 laps, and we're going to race some back markers. These guys are now probably about 5 laps down, so it doesn't matter if we get overtaken. We're just going to be cruising now. We're going to win the race. There's nothing that's going to change here. Although Jenson Button did nearly cost me a front wing trying to move out of the way. The blue flags, of course, they are still coded to move out of the way, even if you're trying to race them. It's just part of the game. It doesn't always work. The Williams, though, Felipe Massa goes up the inside in the S section. We're going to try and see if we can get a cut back here as we reach the crest of the hill, plummeting down towards the bridge here. Fast right-hand turn, and the Brazilian, well, he's managed to pull away, but I cut the corner a bit. Massa goes wide. I'm going to slot back through, and in the end, this is turning into probably the best race, the best scrap I've had in the entirety of this Grand Prix, and it's coming on the penultimate lap of the race. So very uneventful, although I can't say I'm certainly not going to complain. This glitch has finally actually worked in my favour. So the fact that we were struck by the pit lane glitch as well, so many bugs in this game now. I guess it is nearly 7 years old. Good heavens, that makes me feel old. It's been about 2 years since I've been playing it, but that battle came to an end swiftly. Massa and Button just got stuck on the train at the end of the lap, and we're here now at the end of the final lap. This has been a race that's really going to help us. It's been very easy. We've had it put on a plate. We're going to win at the hardest track for the AI, and we're going to retake the championship lead by winning in Suzuka. What a race. Even though it wasn't that exciting, I don't care, you know. I'm just happy to take the 25 points. There's the results from the Japanese Grand Prix. Again, we won by about 7 minutes. I don't know how the rest of the order was worked out, but it said Raikkonen second, Hamilton third, and Bottas fourth, followed by Perez, Verstappen, then Fernando Alonso. I know Vettel and Ricciardo were both right at the back as well, so Ferrari and Red Bull not scoring points. Grosjean, Kvyat and Palmer were the drivers who completed the top 10. In terms of the Drivers' Championship then, we obviously retake the lead by 8 points now, ahead of Lewis Hamilton. We were 2 points behind coming into this weekend, and obviously myself and Hamilton are both miles clear of any of the other drivers in the competition. Notice my car just flashed past there on the screen in the background. That's the only one still able to move. Everybody scored points. In the Constructors, we're miles ahead. We're going to break 500 points most likely at the next Grand Prix in Singapore. My favourite track on F1 2016 Mobile. I'm really looking forward to going back to the Singapore Grand Prix. It feels like ages since we've had a race there, but of course we've never had a proper race there. Season 1, when we raced, my audio broke and I couldn't record the commentary, and Season 3 I hit the safety car and lost all the footage. So hopefully, third time the charm, we can have a normal race in Marina Bay. But that's it for today's rather chaotic episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Hopefully I'll try and be able to get more videos out to you guys relatively back towards a normal schedule, I'm hoping, by this week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.